This is my oh my days. This is my attempt at a video essay. I hope you fuck with it. Now, a couple years ago, the world got hit by one of the biggest tragedies that I've seen in my lifetime. People were getting separated from loved ones, earthquakes happened, tsunamis, and it all started with 3 words. And those 3 words go a little something like, men are trash. And this hashtag has came and gone faster than me when I clock in and out of work. And it was created in order for women to empower themselves against the men that breeded toxic attitudes and behavior in and out of relationships, really, because there was a lot of statistics about rape and sexual assault. In a society where women have been oppressed for several years and are still oppressed to this day, it is normal to think that they would retaliate when given the opportunity to. Men Are Trash is a complete perfect example of retaliation being had when too much and enough is enough. Now, I'm not here to discuss the fruits of Men Are Trash in its whole fluidity. That doesn't concern me. What does concern me is how it's affected our day and age now, and how you may not even know how it's affected our day and age. So please let me give my take on this topic and you let me know what you think. As I said earlier, when a majority of a population or community is oppressed and pushed over the edge, it will normally clap back, and that happened with Women Are Trash. The ultimate clapback that men provided to Women Are Trash, filled with originality. Just look at that. I'm joking, but Women Are Trash was essentially just Men Are Trash, but in reverse. And within that whole palato, we saw a lot of things that guys didn't like about girls, and vice versa. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if it was individual, but as you can imagine, this hashtag became very, very generalizable, ignoring the guys and women that didn't present these traits and completely ghosting the fact or idea that there are good men out there or good women out there. Specifically for the people that try to defend guys and say, well, hey, I'm a good person, I'm not trash. Well, they woke up to many tweets saying, well, it's enough, and if you know you're not trash, then why are you saying something? Supposedly meaning that they should just stay quiet and let their whole identity as a gender be ridiculed. This, of course, isn't practical, and what once was a move to empower women and give them a voice against behaviors that were oppressing them turned into a political move to degrade men and make a whole gender feel undervalued, even if they wasn't part of the problem. Even though the data does show that men are the problem. Or are they? Now, the data shows that 1.2% of men were victims of sexual assault, while 3.3% of women were also victims of sexual assault in the year 2022. So I guess men are the problem. We're done. Yes, let's go. Of course, men aren't the problem. Of course, women aren't the problem. If there are still minorities in each gender experiencing the same thing that the other gender is experiencing, we're all in this together, man. In all seriousness, the fact that women are at the forefront of most of these crimes is despicable, disgusting, and it should be spoke about more, recognized more. But Men Are Trash, invoking the idea that all men are capable and ready to do these things, ignores the men who aren't. This breeds unnecessary fear within society, leaving women feeling hostile and even detached from men as a whole gender, feeling the fact that if all men are trash, then what is the point of even interacting with men? What is the point of even building any relationships with them? If all men are trash, then why am I interacting with the trash? And that makes sense, but not all men are trash. And that's something that we need to remember, even with women, which is what I'm going to get onto in the next segment of this video, so stay tuned. Now, through my pubescent years, listening to a range of rap music through the years of year 7 to year 11, I got a common theme that I didn't understand at first, and it was the derogatory terms used to describe women in these music videos and lyrics of the songs itself. Calling girls the I'm not going to say it, but you know what I intended to mean by that. And At first, I didn't really think much of it until I even started using those words myself and categorizing women within these brackets. To this day, sometimes I even need to remind myself that I shouldn't be listening to some of these musics. These subliminals are influential, and if you are easily influenced, and even if you're not, the more you let these subliminals get to you, the more you're going to start thinking of people within this way, women in specific. And what this does is create a low standard for women. And that's why in today's dating world, I assume that's why men and women interact with each other and not hold such a high standard for each other. You need that high standard in order to get what you want. People think, why am I not getting the partner that I want while holding such a low standard for them? You need to rebuild that standard, see what you want in a partner, and that's with knowing yourself too. Once you know what you want and you know yourself, that thing will come to you. You can't expect to just go out there, see the first piece of meat that you want, accept it into your life, and expect it all to just be sunshine and rainbows. That standard needs to be held high, and that takes time. If you're not willing to wait for something that is great, then you're doomed already. This leads into toxic dating culture, one-night stands, not taking each other serious while talking to each other. And these aren't things that just came out of nowhere. It's because you don't see it going anywhere from the get-go. Your expectations for the opposite gender are so low to the point where you don't see a future with them. What we need to do is separate these connotations. Men are trash, women are, and see people for who they are. See people for individuals and love each other, see the light within each other, see that even though faults do happen within the world, there is good out there. And there is someone out there that, you know, could cuddle with you at night, watch some animes, and, you know, listen to your favorite playlist that no one else really gave the time to listen to. So what you're saying is that I should just forget about all the trauma that's been done to me and accept everyone into my life with open arms. What kind of advice is that? Look, I'm not saying what to do with your life, and if you think that all people are trash and there's, you know, nothing to love within someone, then you can live your life within fear. But a life lived with fear and closing yourself off, keeping yourself in a shell, expecting the worst from people, I've learned that that is the saddest life that you can live. Yes, people are going to hurt you. Yes, people are going to show ugly sides of themselves. But at the end of the day, that is life. Life is an experience. And it's an experience that we're all a part of. Everyone's scared, you know what I mean? But we're all along the ride together, you know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. No one knows what's going to happen. No one knows how someone's going to treat them. It's all a guessing game, and you just have to hope for the best. Yeah. So my point is, instead of putting each other down and having such a distraught view on each other when it comes to men are trash, evoking these ideas by saying that it's enough men, even though it's not, and calling women derogatory terms and clapping back at such disgusting hashtags with the same hashtag, and then another hashtag is just not helping anything. Instead, like I said, we need to love each other and see each other for individuals, see the beauty within each other. I think at that point we can start, you know, accepting each other and, you know, stepping away from these terms, because I see it all the time now when I speak to my friends, when I see through social media, the lens of dating. And even with myself too, I've expected minimum from people, and that's just because of how I've been influenced to think of the minimum from people, the opposite gender, not taking each other serious, engaging in these toxic habits, and it's, you know, it's just not healthy. It's never going to be healthy. It's not just going to be unhealthy for you, but also for the next generation. Picture this: you have a view on something and you put it down and pass it down to your children, and now they're left questioning their own innocent intuition, thinking that everyone is an actual good human being. And now little Lucy is thinking, oh, well, why am I even friends with Johnny at school if all men are trash? You know, tomorrow I'm gonna go to Johnny and kick him in the balls. We need to be careful, and we need to watch what we're speaking into existence. Our words are powerful, and the more we keep saying, oh, all men are trash, women ain't shit, derogatory terms, the more we're going to start thinking it, the more we're going to start preaching it onto others, and it's just going to separate us. is going to separate us as a society. And that's what the government wants. That's what the world wants. That's what this matrix wants, for us to be separated, because they know that we're stronger together. Race, sex, you know, anything. We're stronger together in any sense. You know, it's each to their own. You can stay separated if you want. But I truly believe that the world, the reason that we're not able to have such an opinion against certain topics is because of the separation. And the reason that these hashtags get pushed out so much, the ones that incite separation within genders, or separation within nations, or separation just between anything, is because we're weaker when we are apart. Now, I'm not here to start no revolutionary movement. I'm not trying to do that. But what I am here to say is just to think about it. Think about the separation. Think about, is it really worth me thinking these things? Is it healthy? Is it worth me perpetuating these ideas into my head? Where did these ideas even come from? Did they come from myself? You wasn't born thinking that women ain't shit. And women, you was not born thinking that men are trash. These are all ideas put into your head by Instagrams, the Twitters, the TikToks. You need to come up with your idea yourself, your opinion yourself. And if you get looked down upon because of that, then so be it. At least you're being true to yourself. Because a person that isn't true to themselves and true to the world is fully at war with themselves. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully you got the point. Up 1900 fam. As you can tell, this is a different day, different look and all that. I got a new phone because I lost storage on my other phone, you know. So I got this iPhone 15 Pro Max. Hopefully the quality is doing justice too. I feel like you can see more of my imperfections, know what I mean? But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if I could do something better, if you know, something could be improved, what you liked about it and all of that. Know what I mean? Just trying something new. And yeah, that's me for this video. Know what I mean? I'm gonna try to give you guys more content consistently, because I got this new phone and shit. Main reason I got it is just so I can give stuff out more frequently. I don't like it when there's a 2-week stretch or something where I ain't getting content out on none of my platforms, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or primarily YouTube. You guys deserve consistency and to know that, you know, I actually care if you guys are taking in my content or not. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. As always, it's mendzz with 1900 thoughts. I'm out.